Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Listen, y'all. Do you remember the barge that hit the bridge, right? Not the first time, right? Not the first time, not the second time. Galveston Bridge collapsed. Pelican Island Bridge was hit by a barge. One lane of Pelican Island Bridge is now open after a barge struck it on Wednesday morning. The bridge connects Pelican Island to Galveston, and Pelican Island was inaccessible by vehicle. Galveston officials says there was no reports of injuries in the collision that occurred at around 10 a.m. However, Judge Henry says 2 crew members did go overboard but were recovered from the water. Skyfox video from the scene shows the debris that fell from the bridge, including a section of railroad tracks, fell into the barge. Judge Henry says the collision resulted in a spill of vacuum gas oil. The barge reportedly had 30,000 gallon capacity, but the county judge says it's not known at this time how much oil was on board. The U.S. Coast Guard is responding to determine the extent of the spill and initiate the containment and cleanup process. Emergency management officials from the city of Galveston, Texas A&M University at Galveston, the state, Galveston Fire and Police Departments, and the Texas Department of Transportation are all responding to the incident. TxDOT will inspect the roadway to access the damage, and the bridge will remain closed until it is deemed safe. Galveston police are detouring traffic away from the bridge. Officials say Harborside Drive is open to east-west traffic, but drivers will not be able to turn north towards Pelican Island from 51st and Harborside. Texas A&M University at Galveston, which is located on Pelican Island, is assessing impacts to the campus and will communicate updates through their emergency alert system, email, and social media. So this is a 2 p.m. update. TxDOT is currently accessing the Pelican Island Bridge and allowing traffic to exit Pelican Island at this time. The bridge will remain closed to all traffic, to all vehicular traffic. All non-essential employees should leave campus as soon as possible. If you are unsure of your status, contact your supervisor. Now, listen to me. Big Game James TV made a good point on the barges know their height. Okay, so they know the height of the bridge, and they know the height, they're supposed to know the height of their cargo. So please tell me why these barges are hitting these bridges. Please tell me. Because I'd like to know. Hold on, guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? Play.
The city of Galveston to Pelican Island. That impact was pretty substantial. We saw very large chunks of concrete fall and hit the deck of the barge. 2 crew members were either knocked off the barge or jumped off the barge. They were recovered fairly quickly without incident. Don't know that there's any injuries to report. The power was knocked out to Pelican Island. That power was switched from a primary circuit to a backup circuit, was restored about 45 minutes later. There are currently TxDOT inspectors at the site inspecting the bridge to determine what kind of impact it's going to have to the bridge. However, the bridge has been downgraded in weight capacity multiple times. That certainly won't help that any. We don't know if the bridge will be authorized to reopen or not. The Coast Guard has shut down the intercoastal waterway from mile marker 350.5 to mile marker 357, which takes it right up to the causeway between Galveston Island and Galveston County mainland, all the way to Houston. So there's some pretty significant impacts right now. That closure of the intercoastal waterway is because of leaking vacuum gas oil, VGO, out of the barge. We don't know how much was on the barge. It's a 30,000 gallon capacity barge, but we don't know if it was full or if it was empty or what was on there. But the impact and the weight of that concrete on the bow of the barge is what pushed it down and caused that leak to occur. So it's a pretty significant amount of leakage. We can't quantify it just yet. The emergency environmental cleanup group is already on site, and they'll start working on their end of that immediately. Actually, they've already started.
Is that going to involve, do you know yet, but the berms or
Okay, guys, I'm not going to play the whole thing.
No, we don't know. That's not our area. But the fact that they're there,
y'all,
they're
listen.
on site is very helpful.
I wasn't going to play it because it's...
Do it correctly and as quickly as they can.
You see?
But until we stop the
There's
leak,
like 6
or
more
no,
minutes of it. I don't want to... You guys can go do your own research on it,
we're
but...
gonna have kind of an unlimited
y'all,
amount of work.
do we know how much is
a barge... Barges should not be hitting bridges. Like I said, if you have common sense and you work on a barge, you know your capacity, you know how high your cargo is, and you know how high the bridge is that you have to pass. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. Big Game James TV is right. Come on now, there's something else going on. There's something else going on. I don't know. It's just, it's crazy, guys. It really is. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Is it crazy or not? Is something else going on? Like, do y'all think it's just a coincidence? No. But I'll leave that up to you to comment. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and stay tuned for some more videos.